stand that. But I'm going to ask you again, those of you who are listening, do you think that I, being on the radio at this stage of my life, with all of the trials and tribulations that I have been through across my 21 years in radio, and I've been through some that should have ended my career, do you think I'm here by accident? Do you think there was a divine reason I'm here? I believe there was a divine reason. I don't believe this happened by accident. And moreover, I'll go back a little farther. Do you remember how I trained to be a university professor? You know how I killed myself to get a PhD from a great university with an almost 4.0 index, with a thesis that was published in its entirety as a book, unheard of, right? And still they wouldn't hire me because I was a white male. They hired far less qualified individuals, women and minorities, who couldn't come near me in accomplishment. Now take a look at the universities today and tell me if I could have survived had I got what I wanted. Now, I didn't know at the time that although the doors were closed to me by the vermin on the left, they were actually doing me a favor. They didn't think they were doing me a favor, but they were also part of the divine plan. By locking me out of the university and making me walk on hot coals, I had to cross the Red Sea. And in crossing the Red Sea, I found what I'm really designed for. I was not designed for that world where every word would have been scrutinized by the maniac communists who run the universities today. They're firing people for sneezing in the wrong direction. If you sneeze to the right, you get fired on the campuses by the fascists called liberals. It's astounding to me. I wouldn't have lasted. I wouldn't have lasted a few years had I gotten what I wanted, no matter what the field I was in. So I'm in the field I wanted to be without knowing I wanted to be here. Is that not divinity? I ask you. So, what am I saying to you? I'm saying to you that what's happening to America under this maniac who is crashing the plane into a mountaintop and nobody seems to be able to stop him, he has locked the cabin door. He's taking us down like the German pilot. As far as I can tell, this man is out to destroy us because he had the biggest week in the history of the presidency, and he says, I'm going to squeeze the last ounce of progress as long as I'm in this office. How much more can he do to wreck the nation? Everyone knows that. Everyone understands this. And I mean everyone. I mean those of you who listen to the show religiously. I don't care about the others. They're not my audience. I'm not trying to appease them. So what I'm saying to you is I believe that Obama and his almost demonic exercise of power against the people is part of God's plan. I don't know how it plays out. I don't know what God has in mind. The country has never gone through anything like this. The nation has never been seized by a light dictatorship. The nation has never been seized by a man as maniacal as this without any opposition. No, it's never happened before. So we're in a new place, and it's in God's hands. And that's why I said at the beginning of the show, only God, I said it another way. I said it will take an act of God to stop this man from destroying us entirely. Those are my words. And now perhaps if you put that together with what I just said in this long about discussion of mysticism, you will understand what I meant by saying only an act of God can stop Obama. And I'd like Doug Lynn, who does all of my editing on this show, to take the first piece and put it together with this piece, and you'll understand the divinity of what I just said to you, and I'll be right back.
Join the Savage